Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jojo from Jojo's Corner, and if it's your first time here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. And if you were already part of my family, well, nice to see you again. I mean, it's been a while, yeah? So today I come to you with something a bit different, like a different type of video, but I'm very sure this is a pretty needed one. I needed to get this off my chest and like express this. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into the video. Alright, so today we're going to talk about toxic relationships. And you're gonna wonder, why am I even gonna talk about this? Well, actually, I saw something online recently, and this just like, I was really like having so much thought over this because I don't think it's right, and I do not think this is the kind of message we're supposed to be spreading. Quick disclaimer, everything I'm gonna say here is my own opinion. Do not come for me if you do not agree, okay? Yeah, so a couple weeks ago, I guess Gucci Mane got married. I'm not even a fan of his. I don't follow him. I don't know anything about his life, but I did see this screenshot of Snoop Dogg wishing him well. But in him wishing him well, so I'm just gonna try and like put the screenshot somewhere here or here, I'm not sure. But yeah, so the screenshot says, this was an Instagram post by Snoop Dogg, and he says, so he posts a picture of Gucci Mane and his wife, and he says, everyone wants this, but what y'all forget was she was with the wild Gucci, on drugs Gucci, cheating Gucci, in jail Gucci, publicity with other women Gucci. This is Gucci after therapy and rehabilitation. This is a street man groomed in his 30s after he's been at his lowest. Point is, this is a writer who knew what she signed up for. You bitches with the next nigga after a couple fights. What? My problem with this point, like honestly, I'm not judging this woman for knowing what she signed up for. Can we congratulate this couple without judging all the other women? Like, if you're wishing him well, why are you coming for us though? Why are you coming for every other women out there for being out with the next nigga after a couple fights? Like, what's that all about, you know? And then the next thing, like, what is this idea that you have to struggle to find love? Like, this is like a struggle love idea, and that's just not acceptable. Like, how is this the way you're supposed to find love? So he's pretty much saying that, you know, you should stick around for the cheating, you should stick around for the publicity with other women, just so that in the end you hope for a happy ending like this one. This to me is not a happy ending, really. This isn't a happy ending to me, because a man like that, first of all, will never change. Second of all, this is not the end of their struggle. Just because he put a ring on it and like now they're married doesn't mean like all their problems or whatever are solved. Like, this is just another step, but it's not the end of the struggle. And would he have stayed with her if it was the other way around? Because I think women tend to handle a lot. We tend to stick around for nonsense sometimes. And what I'm trying to say is, do you think, like, if you know a friend or a friend of a friend, if you know a man who stayed with his woman knowing that she's been cheating over and over and over again, I mean, please, I want to see in the comment section, and tell me you've seen this with your own eyes or you've heard this with your own ears. Another like thing that bothers me is how this is pretty much about how she's been there for him. What about her though? Like, when does he have time to be there for her when he's busy cheating? Like, relationships are a two-way street. I don't know if you guys get that, but relationships are a two-way street. You know, you're there for me, I'm there for you. What I'm trying to say is, when he says you bitches out with the next nigga after a couple fights, I do agree. Like, you know, relationships are not like rainbows and roses. I don't know if that's what he was trying to say, except that he was throwing so much shade while he was trying to say it. But what I'm trying to say is, it's not always rainbows and roses, right? And you should kind of stick around for, you know, don't just be expecting like the perfect man or the perfect relationship, because there's no such thing as that, right? So if you were to be out after a couple fights each time, you probably would never find somebody, you know what I mean? But then again, you can't stick around for nonsense, because this man to me sounds like a joke. I'm sorry, like, this is like, I would never see myself with that. And so let's just not lower ourselves to that level, okay? Like, when you stay with a man like this, you are literally lowering your self-esteem, lowering your self-worth, you know? You're literally telling yourself or accepting that this is what you are worthy of, which is not true. Can I give you an example? Let's say you are dating like this man. I'm talking to women right now. Let's say you're dating like this man, right? And he's like so perfect. Let's say he treats you with respect, treats you with love, everything you want, right? Except this relationship doesn't work out. He doesn't cheat, but like, it doesn't work out. What do you think your next relationship will be like? Do you think you're gonna go for a cheating bastard who is on drugs, who is a whole mess? Do you think like you're gonna go there and stay there? Hell no, you're not, because you know what you're worthy of. You have seen a man who treats you with respect, and that's what you deserve, and that's what you're worthy of. Somebody who treats you with respect, right? Okay, so let's say now you're with a man who's a mess. A man who's exactly like Gucci Mane. You've never been with a guy who treats you with respect, let's say. With a guy who has cheated on you before. You've been with somebody who has done all these like ridiculous things, right? Things that are pretty much non-acceptable. Don't you think your next relationship, if it comes to him cheating, you will still kind of allow that? If he cheats on you the first time, you will allow that. If he cheats on you the second time, you'll allow it, because like deep down, you know, like your self-worth, you don't know what you are worth. You don't know you are worthy of something better, and so you tend to go back to those messy relationship, toxic relationship, you know? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know about this woman, but I could bet there is a whole emotional struggle that comes with being with a man like this one, you know? Like, he's talking about like being out to the next guy after a couple fights. I can only imagine the number of fights she probably has had with this man over cheating, over being in jail, over being in drugs, over trying to convince him to get better, over like so many things that you literally do not even have to go through, you know, if only you knew that you could be treated with respect. You could be treated the way you are treating the same person. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Like, let's try, like, I just want to spread the message that love does not have to come from struggle. It doesn't have to come from it's not easy, but it doesn't have to come from struggle and toxic situations. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. And yeah, I just want to spread like this little rant, but also like spread a good message about this, because I have seen, honestly, I've seen like people close to me go through toxic relationships like that. And you know, it just hurts to see somebody not knowing or not believing that they are worthy of 10 times or 20 times more than the person they are with is giving them, and they can't see that. And that's just like horrible to see a man like this, Snoop Dogg, with a huge ass influence like this, spreading a message of telling us, yeah, for you to be loved, you should go through struggle. Struggle up is the way to go, and that's the only way you can get a perfect happy ending, which is really not true, and really hurts and degrades women, and literally is trying to say that we are nothing but a tool to support a man, which is not true. We're not a tool to support men. We are our own people, and we are also supported. We should also be supported, just like we support in return. And it's a two-way street. Love is a two-way street. That's my first message. And secondly, you don't have to go through toxic situations for you to find love. You really don't. You just have to decide that you know what you're worthy of. You're worthy of respect. Respect is probably the number one thing. No man is gonna cheat on you if they respect you. You know? No man is gonna cheat on you if they respect you. No man is gonna, you know, spend their time being publicly announced with women, other women, when he respects you, because that's just a sign of disrespect. If people out there or people in your circle can know him as a man who has been with this person or that person, or is with this person while he's with you, that's complete total utter disrespect, you know? So yeah, you deserve to be treated with respect and with love, and that's exactly how you find perfect love, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I just wanted to like spread this little message out there and let you guys know that it's okay. We shall make it, woman power. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I felt like this is something that I should address and let you guys know what my opinions are on this. If you guys like small videos like these ones, just let me know in the comment section. Like this video if you like it, give it a big thumbs up. If you're still watching and you haven't joined the family, I don't know what you're waiting for. Join the family, because it really doesn't cost anything. It's free. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys so much. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Peace.